So I've asked everybody this question about what is keeping you going at this point. When everything hurts, when you're not getting sleep, when you're rehearsing nonstop, what is keeping you going?
Motivation to get to the end. I feel like when you get this far in a competition, you know you've worked so hard. I mean, we haven't had a single day off since we started. I mean, it's just that push that you want to finish it. And, you know, it gets to meaning a lot more to people the farther you get. And I think that's what's getting me through.
Well, you don't want all that hard work you've done all season to be in vain. You know what I mean? And you're so close. But I think also it's just, for me, it's a little bit of two things. One is fear, a fear of not doing justice to this opportunity. You know, you have an opportunity to go out there and to do something special or wow somebody or whatever it might be, and to drop the ball. I'm afraid of doing that. I'm afraid of dropping the ball, and that's what keeps me going.
You can drop Shawn, just don't drop the ball.
Exactly. But you know what I mean, right? Like, to have the opportunity to go out there and if you have the opportunity to do good things, but if you don't, then that's on me, really, as far as creating it and choreographing it. So that's what keeps me going.
You looked at me when I said that, but in fact, I know you've been dropped and everything, and you just are the most resilient person. Yeah, I've seen you fall on the mat. On the mat?
He hasn't dropped me.
On the mats, on those rubber mats, you haven't?
Oh, yeah, I mean, we were trying those mom
Yeah,
tricks.
but actually, I don't think he's dropped me yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
We've seen that happen in their pre-taped pieces, not on a live show.
No. I mean, I've smacked around a little bit.
Even in rehearsals, he hasn't quite dropped me. I mean, there's been little mistakes, but nothing from him.
Well, that brings me to this question. If you ask the other couples, I think everybody is worried that they could possibly be going home. And I said, I think Shawn feels the same way. No. Nobody thinks that you're worried that this could be your final dance.
I am. I mean, it was proven tonight. Every single person went out there and gave 2 phenomenal performances. And, you know, with their packages and their interviews, they relate to the audience in a different way. And you never know what the audience wants. So tomorrow I'm going to be terrified because I don't want this to be my last dance yet.
I think it's going to be close whatever happens. But
that's the thing, too, is that the scores... Yeah, right. The scores, literally, they're so close, they're irrelevant, really. And it's after this day one, it's the season. This is the people's season, truly. It's up to them. And that's why, I don't know, for me personally, the choreographic routines have been dedicating it to them, because I know that they've been in charge of the season. And, man, tomorrow, I'm not looking forward to anybody going home tomorrow.
Let's stay on a positive note and just ask about the first dance. You get out there, you dance, you get a 30. Does a 30 feel different when you've already gotten 30s along the way?
A 30 feels a lot different considering everything we went through this week. And considering we didn't think we'd even pull it off.
This is it. We choreographed the beginning of both dances this morning. Yep. So it was like right to the wire. You know, it was one of those weeks where normally you have an idea of like how it's going to turn out. I had no idea. So once the audience started getting behind us, it was amazing.
You have a great resolve, though, because we never see you worried. I don't know if it's because you have 100% trust in this guy or 100% confidence in yourself or a little of both.
I would say it's 100% confidence in him. Me, I definitely doubt quite often, and I'm like, okay, we have to go over this again. He's like, no, it's okay. But coming into today, I was more nervous than I think I've been all season.
Me too. I think as well because physically, I don't know how tiring it looked on TV or how it looks, but let me tell you right now, Bhangra dancing is no joke on the legs. And this week, we literally couldn't get through the dance. Like, I was like, oh man, our legs are dead. And then the Argentine Tango, same thing. We couldn't get through because it was just killing our arms. So this was a pure adrenaline night. Like, we just got to go off our adrenaline and hope for the best. So, and it worked out. So we're happy.
Costumes are getting smaller and smaller.
First of all, her dad saw that in the audience and he was like,
yeah.
I was like, I'm sorry.
Dad didn't quite approve, but I thought it was hysterical, so.
Wow, rebellious Shawn, look at that.
I am rebellious.
Who knew?
You're wearing off.
Let's talk about your 59, I think, total tonight.
Amazing.
Yeah,
very
let's
happy.
talk about tonight as a whole.
Tonight was incredible. I mean, tonight, for me, what sums up tonight was surprise. Because this week was such a difficult week. I think just for many different reasons. I'm not going to bore you with all the details, but just so many different things were going wrong, and this couldn't happen, and time, and there was just so many things happening that it was tough. It was the toughest week of the whole season for us personally. And then for it to sort of pay off like tonight was such a relief. It was amazing.
Did you envision coming out of tonight with the scores?
Not at all.
No.
I mean, you seemed more nervous tonight than I've seen you, just in how you were talking.
Yeah. Considering kind of the week that we've had and the hurdles we've had to overcome, and knowing that this was the two dances that stand between us and the finale, we've worked really hard all season, and I think we deserve a spot on the finale, and it would mean quite a bit to make it to that. I'm not gonna lie. So
and it was those
I was
two dances
nervous.
that was making us nervous. Cause we're like, we don't. The other weeks we kind of feel like I could kind of envision how it might go, but with these ones I couldn't think of how it was gonna turn out. But that first dance, the audience just were like right behind us, and we were like, dang, this is working. This is all right. Woo! It was amazing. It was incredible. It was like a surprise. We were just. It was amazing.
Nailing that, I can't even remember. Is it Bhangra?
Bhangra, yeah.
Bhangra. Nailing that because it's so crazy and different. Was that almost like one of your biggest accomplishments this whole season, would you say?
We definitely doubted that dance quite a bit, and we've struggled with it, but...
Not because of the dance, but because we just weren't... I mean, for me, I wasn't sure if it was good. For me, like, am I doing it right? Is this the way it's done?
Right.
Saying that was a lot of fun to do. But, I just have to thank the guy, Damon, who showed me the fundamentals of the dance, which I was like, without him, I would have had no clue where to start. So I'm thanking him so much for that.
I'd also say during the semifinal, it's your last chance to show everybody why you deserve a spot in the finale. And normally you take that opportunity to do, a routine that shows your capabilities. And given the Bhangra to do that was overwhelming at first, especially infusing it with Knight Rider. So we definitely struggled, but pulling it off and getting a perfect 30, it was amazing. It was fun.
Do you like the dance at the end of the day? That's
what
what
loved
I was curious about.
Loved it.
It was so crazy and frustrating.
It's so absolutely. It's like I said before. I was like, forget Zumba, do Bhangra.
Yeah.
That was another thing too. That was scary for us because both dances were equally tiring, but for different reasons. Bhangra took our legs out. The Argentine Tango took our arms out. So it was the first time for me, literally, in 10 seasons where I'll be mid-dance and I just have to stop. I was like, my legs won't go do it anymore. I don't know how it looks on TV, how hard it looks, but those leg squats, I mean, when we talk about lactic acid, oh my gosh.
Woo! And last question, with your great scores tonight, you seem to really want this. What does this mean to you?
For me, just the past few years I've gone through and devoting every ounce of my energy into comeback of the Olympics and not making it. I kind of signed on to this to give myself that feeling of success again, and I doubted myself after the Olympics that I could find that in anything, and if I can make it to the finale and do well, I will have successfully found that again, and I kind of need that.
I was just like,
I thought of all weeks, this might be the week where we both just like snap.
Yeah.
But we pulled it off.
We pulled it together. We actually found a guy, because I didn't want to offend anybody, so I found a guy who is specialized in Bhangra dancing to show me the fundamentals of what it is and how to do it properly, and then put the routine together, because I didn't want to go out there and be like, oh yeah, I know, yeah, we're just going to do Bollywood, I want to do Bhangra dancing, not Bollywood, I want to do Bhangra, so I was really happy with the way it went.
A lot of pressure. We put a lot of effort into this season, and it was just proven tonight. Every single person went out there and gave phenomenal performances. So to even begin to guess who will go home tomorrow, nobody can know.
Honestly, I was thinking about this. This is actually probably one of my favorite seasons, as far as like the body of work, because if like thinking back to it, like the quick step, the mambo, the rumba with the disappearing, the samba, the tribal one, the Bhangra now. They're literally they're all standouts to me. Because normally I have when I look back at the season, I go, oh, that 2 or 3 really stand out for me. But every week this season really feels like I'm really proud of it. I'm really proud of her for what she accomplished.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of him.